Hello and welcome to today's video where we'll be diving into a book review of The Art of Coexistence, How You and I Can Save the World, written by Yael Silliman. This book is a timely and important read that explores the concept of coexistence and how it can play a significant role in creating a better world for all of us. So, let's dive in. Summary of the book: The Art of Coexistence is a book that explores the concept of coexistence and how it can be used to create a better world. The author, Yael Silliman, argues that coexistence is not just a vague idea or a nice-to-have, but rather a necessary and practical approach to solving the many problems facing our world today. The book begins by defining coexistence and how it differs from other concepts like tolerance, acceptance, and diversity. Silliman argues that coexistence is a more active and dynamic approach that involves actively engaging with others and building relationships across differences. She then goes on to explore various examples of coexistence in action, from communities that have successfully integrated refugees and immigrants to organizations that have brought together people of different faiths to work on common goals. One of the key themes of the book is the importance of listening to and learning from others. Silliman argues that in order to coexist, we must be willing to listen to the stories and experiences of others and be open to learning from them. She also emphasizes the importance of empathy and understanding, and how these qualities can help us build bridges across divides. Another important theme of the book is the idea that coexistence is not just an individual responsibility, but a collective one. Silliman argues that we all have a role to play in creating a more just and equitable world, and that we must work together across differences to achieve this goal. Overall, The Art of Coexistence is a thought-provoking and inspiring read that challenges us to think differently about how we interact with others and how we can create a better world for all of us. Analysis and personal thoughts. One of the things that really stood out to me about this book was the way that Silliman challenges us to think beyond the traditional approaches to diversity and inclusion. Rather than simply advocating for tolerance or acceptance, she argues that we need to actively engage with others and build relationships across differences in order to truly coexist. I also appreciated the emphasis on listening and learning from others. Too often, we approach conversations with people who have different perspectives as an opportunity to convince them of our own point of view. But Silliman reminds us that in order to coexist, we must be willing to listen to and learn from others, even if we don't always agree with them. Finally, I found the idea of collective responsibility to be particularly compelling. Silliman argues that creating a better world is not just the responsibility of individuals or specific groups, but rather something that we all must work together to achieve. This is an important reminder that we are all connected and that we all have a role to play in creating a more just and equitable world. Conclusion. Overall, The Art of Coexistence is a timely and important read that challenges us to think differently about how we interact with others and how we can create a better world for all of us. By emphasizing the importance of active engagement, listening, and collective responsibility, Yael Silliman provides a compelling and inspiring vision for a more just and equitable world. I highly recommend this book to anyone who is interested in social justice, diversity and inclusion, or simply wants to learn more about how we can create a better world for all of us.